What if I told you one of Formula One's most exciting circuits is about to disappear again? A rollercoaster of a track nestled between sand dunes, known for its wild curves, passionate crowds and unpredictable weather, it fought its way back onto the calendar after decades in exile, and now it's already facing the end of its comeback story. This is Zandvoort, and this is its legacy. Zandvoort is unlike any other circuit in Formula One. Located along the Dutch coast, it winds and weaves through shifting sand dunes with constant elevation changes and a narrow layout that demands precision. Its most iconic feature? The banked corners. Yes, Zandvoort has not one, but two, including the dramatic Arie Luyendyk Corner, tilted at 18 degrees. That's steeper than the banking at Indianapolis. These steep curves help modern F1 cars maintain speeds and grip like never before, and give Zandvoort a unique feel, frankly unlike any other circuit on the calendar. The circuit opened in 1948 and hosted its first official Dutch Grand Prix in 1952. Originally, it featured twisty yet fast layouts that flowed naturally through the coastal dunes, a true driver's circuit shaped by the landscape itself. Back then, there were no banked corners, just sweeping bends, blind crests and unforgiving sand traps waiting to punish the smallest of mistakes. Over the decades, legends like Jim Clark, Jackie Stewart and Niki Lauda left their mark here, but Zandvoort also became known for its darkest chapters. In the 1970s, Zandvoort gained notoriety for its lack of safety. In 1970, Piers Courage was killed in a fiery crash. Just 3 years later, in 1973, another tragedy. Roger Williamson's car overturned and caught fire. Fellow driver David Purley stopped his own race to try and save him, but marshals were untrained, fire equipment failed, and Williamson died live on TV. It was a moment that scarred Formula One forever. Then there was Gilles Villeneuve, who in true Villeneuve fashion once completed nearly an entire lap on 3 wheels at Zandvoort in 1979 after a dramatic tyre failure. Sparks flew, the crowd roared, and the legend grew. But in 1985, Zandvoort held what many thought would be its final Grand Prix. Financial issues, poor infrastructure, and growing safety demands pushed it off the calendar. In 1989, the original layout was partially bulldozed. A shorter version of the track was built using mostly races for national racing, but it just wasn't the same. By 1999, the circuit was extended again, slowly regaining back its status. And then, against all odds, in 2021, Zandvoort returned back to the Formula One calendar. Thanks in part to the rise of the Dutch superstar Max Verstappen and a complete track overhaul, including the additions of modern facilities and those jaw-dropping bank corners, F1 was back at the beach once again. The atmosphere? Electric. Orange everywhere. Fans pouring onto the sand dunes like it was a music festival for motorsport. But just as quickly as it returned, the end, seemingly, is already in sight. Formula One has confirmed that the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort will not continue beyond 2026. And why is the Dutch Grand Prix set to disappear after 2026? The answer doesn't seem to be about infrastructure or logistics. It's once again all about money. Unlike many other races on the F1 calendar, the Dutch Grand Prix receives no government funding. It relies entirely on private investment and commercial sponsors. So far, the event has actually been a sell-out success, largely thanks to the rise of Max Verstappen. But with uncertainty about how long Verstappen will continue in Formula One, organisers and sponsors are really hesitant to commit to a new multi-year contract. Without the guaranteed sellout every year, the financial risk is simply too great for those companies deceivingly enough to take. That's why, instead of pushing out for an extension beyond 2026, the decision was made to end the race whilst it was still riding high. Some have pointed to Assen, home of the TT circuit, as a possible alternative for hosting the Dutch Grand Prix. It's got the space, the facilities, and the experience of hosting major events. But in a calendar already bursting at the seams, even that may be wishful thinking. Zandvoort gave us legends, heartbreak, and one of the most unlikely comebacks in F1 history. It might not have lasted long or beyond 2026, but whilst it's here, it reminds us of why we love motorsport. So, here's the question. Should Zandvoort be saved at all costs? Or is it time for Formula One to move back on again? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more circuit history from circuits of the past. And if you'd like to dive even deeper into racing history, head on over to circuitsofthepast.com. There you'll find detailed articles about legendary circuits of the past, and you can download a free ebook about 7 abandoned racetracks that you can visit legally. Thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you out on the next circuit.